In the heart of Chicago, Illinois, the grand auditorium of Lincoln High School hums with the anticipation of an evening talent show. The atmosphere is filled with excitement and an undercurrent of tension. But something feels off as Jaden Carter, a talented black violinist, steps onto the stage. Dressed in a casual black hoodie, dark jeans, and sneakers, his short dreadlocks tied back, Jaden carries quiet confidence, unaware he's about to face cruel mockery. The polished wooden stage gleams under bright spotlights and velvet curtains, frame the scene, but a group of bullies, led by Ethan, sours the mood. Their jeers cut through the air, Ethan's sharp tone piercing. What's he doing with a violin? A 17-year-old white boy with pale skin, tousled brown hair, and a red varsity jacket. Ethan's eyes betray disdain. Jaden calmly adjusts his violin, but the response is harsh. Stick to basketball. Kid. Nearby, a white girl in a sparkly dress is cheered for her dance routine. Her performance met with warm applause. The contrast stings like a whip. Jaden feels a surge of frustration, his heart pounding, but his composure holds steady, his calm demeanor unwavering, a skill honed from years of rising above taunts. The music teacher, Mrs. Karen Wells, steps in, exuding entitlement, a 45-year-old white woman with short blonde hair and a navy dress. Karen's posture screams authority, but her gaze dismisses Jaden as if he doesn't belong. "This isn't your stage," she says, her tone laced with condescension, her lips curling slightly. The auditorium grows quiet, the chatter of the audience fading as all eyes turn to Jaden. He points out the disparity. Why was her act praised without question? The question hangs, unanswered. Ethan smirks. Karen scoffs, treating Jaden like an outsider. A security guard, Tom, approaches, his heavy boots echoing on the stage. A 50-year-old white man with a gray buzz cut and a black uniform, Tom demands. "Get off the stage." His voice cold, the audience whispers, some pulling out phones to record, others sitting in stunned silence. Jaden feels a mix of hurt and resolve, his shoulders squared, but he knows this isn't over. He's faced this bias before countless times, but today, it's personal. Jaden's mind flashes to his childhood, when peers mocked his love for classical music, saying it wasn't for him. He pulls out his phone, ready to shift the dynamic. With steady hands, he texts his mentor, Miss Lisa Morgan, his resolve firm. "I need you here," he writes, his determination carrying the weight of his passion. The message sends, and the tension thickens, the auditorium's lights casting an electric glow. Karen laughs, a harsh, dismissive sound, thinking it's a bluff, while Ethan's smirk widens and Tom crosses his arms, confident in their authority. But Jaden stands tall, his piercing gaze unshaken, his dreadlocks catching the spotlight like a badge of resilience. The auditorium doors swing open. Miss Lisa Morgan, a renowned violinist with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, steps in, her commanding presence silencing the room. A 40-year-old black woman with medium dark skin, long braids pulled into an elegant bun, and a tailored black gown. Lisa's sharp eyes sweep the scene like a conductor assessing an orchestra. Jaden Carter is my protege and a prodigy, she declares, her voice cutting through the air like a bow on strings. Karen's face drains of color, her smugness evaporating. Ethan freezes, his hands trembling. Tom's jaw tightens, his confidence crumbling. The audience gasps, their phones capturing the moment, realizing their grave mistake. Lisa demands answers, her tone unrelenting. Why was Jaden mocked for his talent? Karen stammers, her voice barely audible. It was a misunderstanding. But Lisa isn't convinced. This was prejudice, she states, her voice unyielding, each word a note of truth. Jaden steps forward, his tone calm but powerful, his presence filling the auditorium. This isn't about me, he says, his eyes sweeping over the audience. It's about fairness for everyone who dares to pursue their passion. His words resonate, a quiet command that demands reflection. A fellow student, Aisha, who witnessed the scene, speaks up. I've seen this happen before, she says, her voice shaking but resolute. A 16-year-old black girl with medium dark skin, a high ponytail, and a blue sweater. Aisha shares her own experience of being dismissed for her poetry ambitions. Her words amplify the call for justice, her courage a spark in the tense auditorium. Lisa takes charge, her authority absolute. Karen, Ethan, Tom, you're banned from this event, and I'm reporting this to the school board. Karen protests, her voice shrill. This is unfair. Ethan's jaw clenches, and Tom mutters under his breath, but the decision is final. The weight of their actions undeniable. Lisa turns to Aisha, her expression softening. Your honesty is what we need, she says. You're invited to my youth arts workshop. Aisha nods, her eyes filled with pride and gratitude, her ponytail swaying slightly as she straightens. Jaden begins his violin performance, a hauntingly beautiful melody that silences the crowd. Now treated with awe, he hands Aisha a handwritten note, saying, "You stood for what's right." That's true strength. Aisha clutches the note, her resolve strengthened as Jaden finishes his performance. The auditorium erupts in applause. The space transformed, the air lighter, as if cleansed of its earlier hostility. He pauses at the stage's edge, addressing the audience. Never judge someone by how they look. True worth lies in how we treat each other. His words linger, a profound reminder that prejudice has no place here, echoing through the auditorium like a final chord. Let's step back to understand Jaden's journey. Born in Chicago's Englewood, a vibrant but challenged neighborhood, he grew up surrounded by community, but shadowed by systemic barriers. His grandmother, a retired music teacher, instilled in him a love for the violin, teaching him to find solace in its strings. By 16, Jaden had won local music competitions, but never forgot the value of respect. Today, he performed to inspire his peers, his casual attire a deliberate choice to blend in, a mission rooted in his past. Years ago, at a community center recital, Jaden was mocked by peers who called his violin uncool. That humiliation fueled his drive to prove his talent, leading him to Lisa's mentorship program. Now, standing on Lincoln High's stage, he saw the same biases persist. Ethan's jeer as a mirror of that long-ago scorn. It wasn't just unkind, it was personal, a challenge to everything Jaden stands for. The antagonists carry their own burdens. Ethan, a 17-year-old white bully, leaned on stereotypes to boost his popularity, fearing Jaden's talent outshone. His own, Karen, a 45-year-old white teacher, prioritized control, her bias masked as discipline. Tom, a 50-year-old white security guard, followed orders, his discomfort buried under routine. Their actions, rooted in prejudice, led to their exclusion. A lesson in accountability that reverberates through the school. The impact of Jaden's stand ripples far beyond the auditorium. Lisa submits a formal complaint to the school board, sparking a review of bullying policies. Lincoln High issues a public apology on X, committing to anti-bias workshops and arts programs for underrepresented students. Jaden's performance goes viral, with hashtag Black Strength Tales trending as students and parents share their own experiences of discrimination in schools. Local news outlets cover the story, igniting a citywide conversation about equity in education. With Jaden's courage at its center, Jaden's journey is one of quiet brilliance. His late-night practice sessions, guided by his grandmother's wisdom, reflect his dedication. At Lisa's program, he impressed her with his soulful compositions, earning her mentorship. His resilience, honed through years of overcoming doubt, stood in stark contrast to Karen's dismissive attitude, proving that true talent thrives when nurtured, not judged. The auditorium, once a stage for injustice, now feels like a hub of possibility. Teachers rethink their approach, inspired by Jaden's poise. Aisha, now a workshop participant, shares her poetry at a school event, encouraging others to pursue their art. Classmates who recorded the incident post videos online, amplifying Jaden's message. One peer, a quiet Latino boy, approaches Jaden after the show, inspired to take up guitar, crediting Jaden's courage for his newfound passion. The broader impact is profound. The school district, prompted by Lisa's advocacy, launches an arts equity program, with Jaden as a student ambassador. The Chicago Symphony Orchestra invites him to perform at a youth concert. His composition showcased as an example of brilliance. His grandmother, watching from the audience, beams with pride. Her sacrifices validated. The students who jeered now advocate for change. Their social media posts driving thousands to share stories of overcoming prejudice. This story isn't just about Jaden, it's about all of us. Respect and fairness must guide our actions, no matter who we are. Jaden's refusal to be silenced, his ability to turn mockery into a catalyst for change, shows what true strength looks like. It's not in applause or titles, but in integrity and action. Imagine a world where every Jaden is seen for their worth from the start, where every stage is a place of possibility. That's the world we can build, one choice at a time. Have you ever faced or seen unfair treatment? Drop your story in the comments. Your voice can inspire change. If this story touched you, hit like, share it, and subscribe for more empowering stories. Together, we can spread the message of justice and equality. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.